We back. Make sure everybody can hear me. Make sure y'all can hear me before I got them. Peace. Everybody tap in. What's going on, family? What's going on? Go ahead, share all that. Free beans on the beach. Free beans on the beach. Yeah. Tap in. If you got some remedy, let us know about it. Wait for some folks to come in. What's going on, goddess? Free beans on the beach. What's going on, goddess? Y'all tap in. Few beans. Anybody get any remedy? Anybody get any remedy? No, that's how we got to start the room off first. Any remedy? What's today, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Any remedy on this Tuesday? I had one client. Okay, she endorsed her furniture. She had old. Well, that's the second person that's got the furniture. And got brand new set of furniture. Endorsed it. You feel me? Did the process. Took her some time. But they ain't paid a dime. It took her some time, but she ain't paid a dime. Okay. What else we got? Folks still got their vehicles. Folks beating evictions. It's a lot of brothers talking about evictions now. A couple brothers also helped me on my journey also. So follow those, y'all. Make sure y'all understand it's plenty of people that's has remedy. All I'm saying is just follow the ones that's having remedy, okay? Don't just follow the ones that sounds good at breaking laws down. All right. Make sure. All right, and again, a lot of folks has been studying. I would say consumer law, but it's like they've been studying in the wrong. I don't want to say wrong. It's just like I like making the woods analogy. It's like imagine if you had a GPS to get to where you needed to go, right? It's easier to get there if you had like a real guidance, like, hey, bam. But if somebody gives you some info and it's just like real vague, you know what I'm saying? That's like just walking in the woods and saying, all right, go find what you're looking for. Some people don't even know what they're looking for, y'all. So I say it again, some people don't even know what they're looking for. You gotta know what you're looking for. You can't just look for, oh, well, yeah, I just want remedy. I just, you know what I'm saying? You guys to know how to piece it together. You have to know how to explain yourself. You know what I'm saying? And again, we all had the same issues, okay, as far as how do we show the CFO or the corporation that we know what's going on. And it was so difficult to understand, like, damn, how do I say this? How do I say that? Where do I put this? Where do I put that? Y'all, I'm gonna be honest. It's folks getting remedy that haven't sent no endorsed bill in, that hasn't sent no codes in, okay? That hasn't did no UCCs, no nothing. Simple instructions. I was telling folks a while back, like, yo, you really don't have to do none of this shit, but your instructions, man, that's like, man, your instructions got to be so cold, like letting them, because at the end of the day, the corporation that you doing business, they know what's going on. It's just the fact of you convincing them that you know what's going on, and that you know that they know what's going on. Okay, that's really the fight. Okay, a lot of folks is coming real combative, and I said that like my last couple of lives. Like, don't come so combative. Don't be dropping that L word. Like, I'm about to take out the litigation. This, I'm about to. If y'all don't give me this, I will seeking to sue. Because if you do that, about to rain. But yeah, if you do that, and they start to actually be like, okay, she want to sue, bet, fuck it. They can end all communications with you, and a lot of folks aren't ready to sue yet. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, before you make your, I guess, once you start saying those fighting words, make sure you have your process situated on how you gonna sue. Because you don't want to say you gonna sue when you haven't even pieced nothing together. You see what I'm saying? First and foremost, you have to get them in the act. Getting them in the act is not just sitting them and letting them say, hey, y'all been stealing from me, because they haven't been stealing from you. I've been trying to tell folks that no one has been stealing from us. Yeah, they haven't been telling us certain shit, but again, if we overstood what we were signing, a lot of things wouldn't even go over our head. We wouldn't even be in a lot of certain situations. All right, a lot of these situations wouldn't even happen. You know what I'm saying? It's on us. We the reason why the quote-unquote United States is 28 trillion in debt. You gotta remember, every debt there's a credit. So if there's 28 trillion in debt, there must be 28 trillion in credits. So the next question would be, okay, well, who's owed these credits? Okay, who must pay the debt? The United States is waiting for the debt to get transferred to them. We all understand 18 U.S.C. 8. Well, for those that don't, please go read 18 U.S.C. 8. 18 U.S.C. 8. United States is obligated to pay our bill. Meaning obligation, meaning they're obligated, but if they don't know what's going on, they can't just do something without having permission. Shout out to Broham. Shout out to Braxton. Okay, they can't transfer the shit until they have authorization. And come to says the KVI Act. We must revest ourselves. We're not revesting ourselves. We're not basically coming on behalf of our estates or our estates is basically have been left abandoned. For those that know about the maritime, meaning we're lost at sea. You feel me? We are literally lost at sea right now. All right, not the physical us. Okay, not the physical us. All right, but we are lost at sea, and until we inform these corporations that we are back to reclaim. Okay. For those that followed my last live when I brought in the Bible, I ain't about to talk about the Bible this time, but I'm just saying, like, just making you, showing how they say Jesus had to come back and revest, meaning you are Jesus. You got to come back and revest yourself. You know what I'm saying? They're waiting for us to revest our, I don't necessarily say straw man, because you go to court to say straw man, you're going to laugh at you. Straw, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to say some real words, like real equitable words. I've never heard nobody say that before. You got to use an equitable word. I'm about to start saying that though. That word wasn't equitable enough. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you got to understand, like, you must revest yourself, and the only way you can revest yourself is understanding what's going on. Revesting yourself is not saying, oh my gosh, I know what this says now. That's not revesting yourself. That's not, just because you found some shit out don't mean anything, okay? I was the same way, you know what I'm saying? When I found this shit, I was like, oh shit, these motherfuckers owe me. I was so entitled without having the accountability, like, whoa. This is way, you feel me? I had to piece that thing together. You know what I'm saying? I had to piece that thing together. So once I did that, that's why it's like, okay, I can kind of, the pressure isn't on me as much as it was when I first started. You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to, like, I gotta get this. Once I actually got my remedy, y'all, man, it's like really time really slowed down. So I really don't be knowing what the fuck day it be, y'all. I be having to look up and like, oh, today's Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? But and that has some pros and cons to it. I'm not gonna sit here and say what's the cons, but it has some pros and cons to it. Just not being tapped into time. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like I'm living by my own beat. But with that information, y'all, it kind of just really took me to a whole nother level. Like, and I just can't wait till everybody is able to feel that feeling. Like, to be able to, like, damn, to overstand. Like, damn, this shit is easy. I try to tell folks, yo, this is the easiest shit ever. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard when you first starting off, just like with anything. You know what I'm saying? Well, not the cons ain't got nothing to do with. Cons are like personal issues. Like, I get lost in time. I be goddamn fucking up like schedules. Like, when people want to meet with me, I be fucking the time. So I'm talking about that kind of cons. Like, no cons with consumer law. I'm talking about cons and, like, you gotta remember, you're not living by a time, but everybody else is living by a time. So let's say you was my friend or something. I called you, hey man, let's slide the goddamn bam bam bam, and you be like, I don't get off till next week. You gotta tell me in advance. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm not living like on an advanced schedule. You know what I'm saying? I'm like on a now, like I'm just going with the wind, because it's like after you understand, like, no bill needs to be paid. It's like, okay, damn, now what? Piecing together, trying to get my family together. You know what I'm saying? I have to correct wrongs. You feel me? So, because you got to remember, consumer law is just a finance part of life. Once you get the finance part of life done, then it's like you got to really start, okay, let me really start piecing my oral together correctly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when you know what to say, it really just roll off the damn tongue. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, when you understand the verbiage, a lot of people ask me, hey man, can you go over with me the verbiage? And I be trying to say, like, granted, I know what you're trying to ask, but a lot of the overstanding, my overstanding, came from me reading it again, leaving, going to smoke, chilling, doing what I do, coming back, reading it again. You know what I'm saying? Reading it again. Getting tired of, reading it again. Thinking I know what's going on, reading it again. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you how many times I done read the Bill of Exchange Act. I can't tell you how many times I done read the Sesticate Act. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even reading it for myself no more. It's really like making sure I can explain it to the one that's confused with it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I can break it down. And only way you can do that is through reading and executing. I can tell you what happened when they're gonna say no. I can tell you if you just send that in. I can tell you what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Just by having a little conversation with you, I can tell. You feel me? So I'm not trying to be a pope or nothing like that, but shit, I mean, I can tell you what the folks gonna let you know before you get there, just by, you know what I'm saying, having a conversation with you or just hearing your questions. A lot of folks ask questions and you're nowhere near ready to send anything off. Like, I had a brother ask me, I've been following your page, I sent my bill off, can you tell me how, what'd he say? Y'all, the question was like, I can't, y'all, I don't even remember what he said. Like, I didn't even answer it because I was like, man, he too far gone. He already sending stuff in, watching my lives. I try to tell folks, do not be trying to send stuff in just strictly off my lives, y'all. Now, you can piece it together if you have a course already or you have outside resources and you hearing what I'm saying, try to piece it together. But a lot of folks, you know what I'm saying, a lot of folks are not ready. And again, I know a lot of folks say stuff like this, and I'm the guy that's, I like to kind of do away with old fantasy quotes that we grew up on. You know how they tell us that there is no dumb questions? And now this is not for anybody that's ever booked a consultation with me. I'm just saying, I've asked dumb questions. What is a dumb question? A dumb question is a question that's asked without no thought. I'll say it again. I have never read that anywhere. It's just my definition of a dumb question. A dumb question is a question that's asked with no thought. Now, imagine if I hop in and I say, hey, where do I send my 1099-A form? Did I do any thinking? Because the one that thinks would know, let me read the instructions. Where does the instruction say go? Oh, okay, it says the IRS. Oh, it also says if I'm living in these states, it goes here. Oh, okay, it also supposed to go with this form. Oh, okay. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you really gotta understand what's going on. And if you're not even asking the right questions, do you think that person understands what to say when they sending uncertain documents off and then they get certain no's? I'll say it again. You're sending uncertain documents off and you're getting back for sure no. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And folks are like, I don't know what I did wrong. What you mean you don't know what you did wrong? You don't even know what you sent. You don't even know what you really sent. What did you send? I ask folks, what did you send? They be like, I said this. Okay, what is the issue? They're not accepting it. They're saying they're not accepting it. I'm like, well, why aren't they saying they're accepting it? I have so many folks that send me documents. They be like, brother, have you seen this before? Don't send me documents. Read it. What do it say? No, I haven't seen that before. You know what I'm saying? What are they saying to send them? Are they saying they need more information? Oh, give them more information. Why are we stuck? Like I'm like, why are we stuck? What are we doing? Folks be like, brother, have you seen this? I just got this from the IRS. You read it to me. I don't know what it say. No, I didn't get that. I did not get that. I did not get that. Okay, I apologize if it's rude, but I did not get that. I did not get you are filing frivolous claims. I never have gotten that before. Okay, I don't. And I'm like, if you got that, goddamn, how many fucking 1099s you done sent in? You know what I'm saying? What the hell? And folks saying, I'm just gonna do it again. I just sent the bad one off. Oh, I'm just gonna send it again. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, keep on sending them. Keep trialing and error and keep on going. You know what I'm saying? That shit be. I'm like, man, please, brother, have mercy on the soul universe. I just try not to even answer because it's like some of y'all just really too far in. It's like that brother that's too deep into the trap game. You can't get him out. Like y'all too deep into just rushing and doing shit. I can't save you. You know what I'm saying? I try to, but it's like I just can't save you. I be wanting to say, no, brother, don't send it. Then I'm like, oh damn, I already sent it. Like shit. Like, well, what did you send? Then they be like, well, I sent everything the video said send. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. like no. But again, you know, we gotta stay positive. But it's like, it's hard being positive in a situation like this, man. I'll be like, what the fuck you mean you sent that off and you didn't know what it said? What do you mean they sent you something and you don't know what it says? What are we doing? You thought they was gonna send you some shit back in your overstanding? You gotta remember, you're a debtor. We are coming from debtors positions to creditor positions. Y'all think y'all gonna for loop, de-loop, and remedy. And that shit is really comical. Folks be like, oh yeah, I understand. I said, brother, let me ask you a question. How many times did you read the Bill of Exchange Act? And you know what most people say? Oh yeah, I mean, I read over it. I'm gonna read over it again, so let me get this straight. So you haven't read the Bill of Exchange in its entirety once, and you already sent shit in. Come on, y'all. Of course you're gonna be lost. You know how many people hit me up and say, I'm just stuck on this. Of course you're stuck. You driving through mud. Of course you're damn stuck. You driving right into the goddamn mud. Of course you're stuck. Why? What told you wasn't gonna get stuck? Folks walking right into the trap. And you really, and when you doing it like that and just sending shit off, you gotta remember who's receiving these documents. So when you send a document off to your CFO when it's not properly done, you gotta remember all your trials and errors are being recorded on the other end. That's why I be trying to tell folks, I'm gonna make, and I probably smart idea with this, I'm gonna make a whole bunch of skits of me playing the CFO. Okay? big gangster, okay? Because y'all have to really see what's really going on. Y'all have to see it in like an entertainment form, like. Because if I was y'all CFOs, y'all, I would be cracking that whip on y'all. What? I'd be having a field day. Did he just send an affidavit with no damn what? Did he just send a bill with no goddamn power of attorney? What? Man, I'm snatching all y'all stuff up. I'm just being real with you, because it's somebody that's thinking like that. That's on the other, that's the CFO on the other end. Y'all gotta remember, you're not doing business with somebody that's friendly. Granted, you should do friendly, but they'll allow you to die not knowing this. So that should tell you how much they care about you. They'll watch you die. They'll see you get evicted. They'll come repo your car and not tell you had equity. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sell that car to another person and don't tell them how they got equity, because it's not their job. Okay? It's not their job. That's our job. We're the one walking in. You feel me? We the one. It's like we walking into back alleys and doing business deals, and then crying about it when we get out in the open. I try to tell folks, like, if corporations really wanted to be like assholes, they could really get us for tax evasion, y'all. They can really get us for tax evasion. I'll tell you why. Because we're supposed to be doing taxes on everything, because we're doing business. Every account needs to be informed by the IRS. Meaning, if I ask you, are you doing did you assess the tax on your car note? Did you assess the tax on your water bill? Did you assess the tax on your phone bill? Folks be like, oh, what tax? What are you talking about? Exactly. So you doing business, not even knowing what's going on. And if they was some real assholes, they could really hit everybody for tax evasion. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. But they'll rather just let you give them donations. You see how they go? Imagine if we wasn't giving them donations. Man, everybody get locked up for tax evasion. And folks say, well, you know, all crime's commercial. Man, if you don't know how to get out your bill, how you going? Man, come on. Come on now. You need to read the instructions. Gotta read the instructions. A lot of people ask me, hey, do I send this form before I send this form? Put all the forms down and you put them in order. Which one is the more important one? Which one do you have to do before you can do anything? A lot of folks is trying to ask for they titles, ain't did nothing. You gotta have substance on the forms. You can't just have forms. You can't just know what to put in box B, put in box C. Who do I put as a fiduciary? So people really asking me, hey, what do I put in a fiduciary box? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Why are you trying to fill this form out? What is a fiduciary? Folks be like, oh, so we're making ourselves fiduciary, right? Like, folks really be like, they be like talking like they, oh, hey, ain't we putting ourselves as fiduciary, right? I be like, I don't fucking know. What you doing? What you putting on yours? I don't fucking know. Who you appointing as your fiduciary? I'm gonna start saying that. I don't know what you're doing for your business. I know for my business. I'm putting myself at, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing for my business. What are you doing for your business? Because I told you, this is not no kumbaya shit. Now, granted, we all supposed to know what's going on. Like, hey, you should help your brother, tell him what you put. No, the fuck I don't. I'm not helping my brother by telling him what to fucking do. And he's not overstanding what the hell going on. That my brother is going to be locked up in 2 to 3 years. I'm lining his ass up. That's why it's gatekeepers. I didn't understand why I was gatekeeper. Now I understand why it's fucking gatekeepers. You gotta have gatekeepers. Imagine if the gates was just fucking open. Motherfuckers just running through. Just fucking it up for everybody. I told y'all when I first moved to Florida, when I was going back and forth with my light bill, I was sending all my shit off. I got a call from the, I guess the management office called me. Which shouldn't call me anyway, but they was like, hey, hello, sir. First thing she said, y'all, was, are you sovereign? I looked at the phone like, what the hell? Who's trying to set me up? I'm like, what the hell? I was like, man, what do you mean? Am I sovereign? She's like, are you sovereign? Because the document you sent in, most sovereign people has been sending in. It's a lot of folks has been sending in things like that, paid to the bearer. Y'all, she's telling me all this shit. She said, I guess a lot of folks look at YouTube, but we do not accept this form of payment. Y'all, she told me that on the phone. I was like, okay, cool. Just send it to me in writing. I'm not there to argue. I don't know what them folks sent. I'm not there to argue. But again, you got to know what's going on. You got to crawl before you can fly. You got to crawl before you can fly. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks is lining folks up. And when I first got into it, I was lining folks up too. Unintentionally. Talking about that 1099 OID and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I started overstaying, like, 'cause I was sending mine, so I was like, okay, bet, I ain't hearing nothing back. But then I started diving deep into it, like, whoa. Wait a minute. I had to remember what type of people, like, I was telling it to. Like, you got folks that just sending it in. Folks ask me, oh, where do we send our 1099 OID? Like, man, please, I beg you. I don't beg anybody. Please, I beg you. Slow down. Okay? What are you rushing for? You've been paying bills all your damn life. Keep paying a little bit more. Keep paying a little longer. It's gonna pay off. I promise you. What's the name of that book? Y'all want to see my setup? This is my setup, y'all. Real introvert shit. Real introvert. But this is the book right here. Business law, the legal, ethical, and international environment. Henry R. Cheeseman, people. Henry R. Cheeseman. It's the only book I own. It's the only book I got. I don't care about no other books. I'll get to it when I need to. I get to the other information when I need to get to it. Folks be trying to give me processes that they ain't even successful with. I'm telling you a successful process. Folks come in, hey man, brother, have you heard of this? Or, no, I haven't. Have you? Unless you're living that process, don't bring no process to me. Like, unless you are successfully, I don't want to hear what that brother is doing or that. Unless you're doing it, okay? Don't come over here until you do it. This process is working. We don't need nobody bringing us other shit. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody that got this book for $16 damn. I bought the book for like $400. Yeah, I take that book everywhere I go. That shit like a Bible to me. Cause I don't know how to say it. Like, this is life. Like, this is the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's the lifestyle. This is what I like. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? I can't be around anyone else that's not on those shit. Like, I don't want to hear about your other business ventures. I don't want to hear about that shit. You feel me? I don't want to hear about that shit. If you ain't starting whatever you starting off with, consumer law, I don't want to hear that shit. All the brothers that's in my inbox trying to tell me to tap in with they trading and shit. Come trade real assets. Come learn how to trade real assets. Like, granted, I know you're successful in trading, okay? But there are things you need to learn before. Granted, keep that going, but you need to learn consumer law, because it's bigger than monetary, like just Federal Reserve notes. No matter if you make 7 figures trading, if you don't know consumer law, I don't know what to tell you. Hell yeah, y'all gotta get this book. Definitely gotta get this book. Definitely. If you don't know consumer law, you're gonna fall in the categories of people that hire accountants. And the reason why I say that is because, think about it, folks that don't know accounting have to hire accountants. Now think about it. Who's running the accountant's accounts? Think about how many celebrities, for instance, Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, I believe his accountant got off $25 million on him, something like that. Now, when I first seen it, I was like, well, that's just like drugs. You know, when they find drugs on the ship or in a, like say drugs coming in the cargoes, right? They'll say they found 60, but they ain't gonna report like 20 of them. You know what I'm saying? So if you, I was thinking when Steve Harvey said his accountant ran off with 25 million, I was like, that's just what he found out. I'm sure that accountant got way more than 25 million. I know he got way more than 25 million. Think about it, y'all. These quote unquote wealthy folks hire accountants. Do y'all not know high rank accountants are literally doing what we are talking about right now? Consumer law? Imagine if you had millions, right? And then you hire somebody to manage those millions. Do you really know what's really going on? Of course you fucking don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't hire a fucking accountant. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. You just want a lot of money. I just want a lot of money. And you're going to hire accountants that's going to scam you all the time. And really think about rappers or anybody, well, they sign contracts and complain about the contract later. I used to be feeling sorry for folks like that until I started saying, you know what? It's not these fucking labels' fault. It's not these labels' fault that a motherfucker was broke and you said yeah to 100,000. They ain't their fucking fault. You was starving. Then ain't their fault that you came from the slums. You know what I'm saying? You needed a way out. It's not them. It wasn't them. It wasn't them that gave you that contract and told you not to read it. You didn't read it. They gave you the contract. No, they gave you the advance, showed you how much the advancement they'll give you, and then they slid the contract in there. You seen the advance and you signed. You know what I'm saying? That's because you seen the money. You're like, I can change my family with this money. No, you can't. Okay, read the contract. Me as myself have just signed contracts to not read, but not no more. Okay, not no fucking more. Okay, so that's what anything. So it's a lot of shit that's in the game now that I'm just kind of overstanding now. Like, damn, it's not even them, it's us. And folks are complaining about contracts. But think about it. Think about it. You broke as hell. You have a great song that gets hot. Somebody come here and say, yeah, okay, damn. They see that you're broke. They see it. We see it. Let's just give them 100,000. Let's say if you carried yourself in the way, then he already know about equity and this and this and this. Then you start leasing shit. Y'all know about I don't know if Lamar Jackson know about equity, but hell, he's negotiating his own damn deal. Like literally, you walking in there and negotiating what you think you should get. You know what I'm saying? You're negotiating. If they don't want to do what you are saying, you leave it be. Or you take the money, but you can't complain about this shit later. You have two choices. You can sign or not sign. So I don't feel sorry for no artists that feel like somebody done fucked them over. I don't feel sorry for no artists no more, okay? It's really time for self-accountability. Because I would have to ask that artist, okay, when they first offered you that bread, did you read the contract at all? And if you, because most people say, well, I didn't know the business. Man, I don't even want to hear that shit. So many people before you told you, you feel me? If we done had so many people say that they've been in shitty contracts, I can look up 10 years ago and hear artists talking about their shitty contract. I can look up 20 years ago, hearing artists talking about how they had a fucked up check. I can go back 30 years ago, before I was born, and hear artists talking about how they had a fucked up contract. So it's like to hear artists today say the same shit. It's the same thing that people of today that are working and paying bills are saying. Hey, this is unfair. Oh my gosh, life is just not fair. We should not be working to live. Yeah, you're right. You are right. Bingo. You come on down and win your fucking grand prize. Your grand prize is fucking freedom. You win. You're right. We're not supposed to be working to live. You're right. We're not supposed to be working to eat. You know what I'm saying? That's a slave deal. Think about it. What did slaves get when they was on the plantation? A place to live and food. What did they have to do to get those two things? They had to work. What do we think we have to do to get a home and food? We think we got to work. What's the only difference between the two? Only difference between the two is they pay us a piece of paper and we give it right back. Y'all, it's the same game, y'all. It's the same game. We are okay with slave deals. We are okay with slave deals. Okay? It's a slave deal. Okay, I'll say it again for the people in the back. Alright? That's some slave shit. That's some real live slave. Who the fuck I heard say that shit? I think I heard that Tate dude say that shit. When he said that, I was like, damn. That shit a bean. You know what I'm saying? Literally. What did we, well, I ain't gonna say we because all of us wasn't slaves. You know what I'm saying? What did slaves get, you know what I'm saying, in return for their work? Home, food. So let me ask y'all a question. How many people don't work but are on government assistance? Bills paid, you feel me? Think about it. Think about it. It's the same game. You know what I'm saying? It's the same game. When you ask somebody why they doing, it's like to put food on the table and to put a roof over my head. Man, we say the same regurgitated shit. Like, when are we going to start living? We are okay with the beer. As long as I got my house, as long as I got my bill paid, I'm good. Shit, as long as I got my little liquor, as long as I'm goddamn, we are okay with that shit. I just can't be around no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We okay. And folks think, and this is not, I'm not saying this to quit your job now. I'm just saying you need to understand, what are you doing it for? Because the why will kind of trigger things in you. Like, why am I doing this? Okay, I know my son got this. He has baseball. He has soccer. I gotta have money. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Is I'm not telling you to go cold turkey, because you can't just go cold turkey. You can't do that. You can't just go cold turkey. You can try to, but yeah, you can try to, but that's not how it's gonna go down. But yeah, y'all, we cool with the bare minimum. Cool with the bare minimum. Like I say, slaves got a house and food. Maybe it wasn't a good house. They got shelter and they got food. So technically, they wasn't working for free. You can tell your mama I said it. You can tell your daddy I said it. I don't believe slavery really went down how we think it went down. Okay? Now, granted, if they didn't get no food and they didn't have no house, oh yeah, that's slavery. Yeah, that's slavery. Yeah, that's slavery. You know what I'm saying? They doing all that for nothing. They did all that for nothing. But they had house, they had food. I'm not here to argue with, well, you trying to say they condition, because I can go in the trap right now and go to a woman's crib right now, and she might as well be on the streets. How her house look. Okay, that shit out. It's one storm. It's just one hard wind away. And this is not talking shit or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, you can go and see folks living bad. You feel me? So it's like, a lot of y'all be talking shit about the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? It only looks crazy because majority ain't saying it. Y'all talking shit about the wrong people. Y'all talking shit. Yep. Alright, again, what did slaves get? Shelter, food. Shelter, food, and what else did they get? Healthcare. Trash as fuck, but they got healthcare. So I'm just making a correlation of today. They got shelter, food, healthcare. All you had to do was work from dawn to dusk to the day you die. I'm going to give you food, shelter, health care. How many folks got that right now and don't work, don't do anything? You know what I'm saying? You might have, your rent might be $9 a month. You know what I'm saying? You got food stamps and you got health care. Meaning they're taking care of everything and leaving you in a minor position. You have no say-so. You need help. You need assistance. Anytime you hear government assistance, you know what I'm saying? Now, granted, that's you assisting yourself. Because you got to remember, the government don't have any money. So where are they pulling these funds from? They're pulling it from your social. So you are literally asking for the bare minimum. You are okay with the bare minimum. How do I know this? I could just ask you, why do you work? Why do you do why you do? If you're not saying, okay, I'm building my escape plan, I'm here, you probably saying, well, I gotta feed my family, I gotta keep the roof over my head, man, that's given. This land of the free. And like I say, I just learned this 2 years ago. So for those that saying, brother, you talk like you just been, I didn't know this 2 years ago. Okay, but once you know better, you do better. Once you do better, you think better. Once you think better, you speak better. Once you speak better, you feel me? Like it's confident. You know what I'm saying? It's confident. It's not worried about who the fuck feels some type of way when it's said. Like it's facts. Like what the hell? I didn't grow up with a fucking silver spoon. You know what I'm saying? I had to work too. Fucking 12 hours. Yeah, I did all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now when I'm looking at it like damn, I didn't have to do that. Damn, it's laughable. I'm laughing. I'm laughing. I didn't get mad when I learned this shit. I probably got mad for a little bit, but I was like, yo, I gotta know this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get mad. I didn't start saying these motherfucking crooked ass. I probably did. But it's like, it wasn't for long. You know what I'm saying? Because I overstood like, damn, all this is in my fucking contracts. You know what I'm saying? This is shit I'm supposed to know. I'm not supposed to be working. I'm already a banker. What the hell? What the hell? They got programs out here for the consumer. I'm not supposed to be working for food. Like, what is this? I'm not supposed to be working to pay off my lease, my mortgage. You know what I'm saying? And that sounds like Spanish when you tell folks certain shit. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, what are you talking about? And it's just like, now that's why I understand like how different times folks is on, man. It's like, I be like, yo, what the fuck? You knew me before this shit. Man, if I knew me and I wasn't me and I seen like how far I dove in, man, what I would be riding my coattail like, yo, where you at, bro? Where you? You know what I'm saying? It's like nothing else is more important than this. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing else is important. Folks coming into my DM asking me, do I want to, man, no offense, but I'm just so locked into what I got going, I really don't want to connect or link. You feel me? Like, to be honest with you, I will in due time, but right now, folks got to put their own work in before I can just link with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really, like, because I can link with anyone. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that don't know what's going on and then up it. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to have some stain. I don't mean to put it like that, but it's like, that's really the only way I'm probably going to work with somebody. You got to be like, man, you got to have something going, man. Not just potential. I don't really just go off potential. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of folks got potential, but I've been fooled by a lot of potential, and I ain't getting fooled no more if I can help it. You know what I'm saying? So, to be honest with you, I'm only linking with the real ones. The real ones is the ones that have did their due diligence. Really, I really just want to link with my students, really, for the ones that persevered, got through, got their remedy, because they know what it takes now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really trying to link with nobody that's still trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not here to try to find somebody to do business with that's still in reconstruction. Not in no offense, but it's like I'm you know what I'm saying? No games. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for any games. Not saying folks playing games or nothing like that. But it's like, I don't have time for no games. I don't have time for potential. It's either you are or you not. And until you are, you're not. Okay, so hit me up when you are. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with the information if you can. All right, this is the information of the fucking century. All right, folks need to tap in this and this only. If you work, cool, work and study this. All right, because if anything else is taking you from consumer law, that's more than likely that's your lower self attracting lower vibrations. That's pulling your lower self. So are you gonna keep listening to your lower self, or are you gonna keep listening to your high self? You gonna listen to your God, or you gonna listen to your devil? All right, there's two yous. There's two yous. There's two yous. There's a devil you, and there's a God you. Or there's a higher self, there's a lower self. All right, you are in the middle, and it's about who are you listening to, your left or your right. All right, are you looking to your left or your right? Which way is right, which way is wrong? You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all definitely study, man. Stay out the groups. Make sure I'm making sure I don't miss anything. Make sure I stay out the groups. Go ahead, put the burden on yourself. Get frustrated, be frustrated on yourself. All right. Study at work if you can. I got people that saying, bro, it's hard to leave my job. I don't do shit. I just sit down. Nah, you're wasting life. That's what you're doing. You're sitting down, not doing anything at work for a dollar amount per hour. Literally, you're wasting time for an hourly wage. So if I know I'm not doing shit at work and I got free time, I'm going to be studying at work. I'm going to be knocking two birds out with one stone. Getting info and getting money in my pocket so I can keep doing what I'm doing until I'm ready to do a full overhaul. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the folks just so love their job. Oh my gosh, I love the people there. All right, okay, well, all right. Well, die then. Die loving them people. All right, you gonna die loving them people. You gonna die not knowing this shit, okay? Like saying shit like, well, I love this. I love my job though. Unless you saving people, unless you mentoring children, you know what I'm saying? Unless you working with kids to better them, man, forget your damn job, man. Like, what? Your job has no impact on nothing. Nothing. I'll tell you why. Your kids gonna get older, and they gonna ask like, how did your mom rub? My dad always worked. I didn't really know my dad. He always worked. My mom, she always worked. They had to do what they had to do to put food on the table. You know what I'm saying? So again, how many folks say that? How many of us say that? Oh man, we had to do what we had to do to put food on the table. So my dad had 2, 3, 4 jobs. You think your dad would have had that many jobs if he would have known consumer law? I don't think so. It's hard to believe. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to believe. You say you quit your job in March, stop paying all bills in March too. Okay. Alright. Make sure y'all nobody try to do the same, because you gotta understand what's going on. Right? That person that just posted that made, like say, they clearly they know what's going on. Hell yeah. Yeah, if you ain't doing nothing at work, go ahead and knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. If you go ahead, if you can, on your break, if you know you can duck off a little bit, hey, go tap on one of these lives. Put one of my lives on. You know what I'm saying? Like, go look up one of these laws, chapters, acts. Every day you should be getting a little something. For y'all that like going into the gym, for you muscle head guys, you know what I'm saying? All the muscle, you feel me? All the muscle guys. All right, when you in the gym, go ahead and cut on some consumer law shit. Cut on a webinar. You know what I'm saying? Here, go to YouTube and type in Patrick Devine. You know what I'm saying? Go to YouTube and type in what is secured interest. You know what I'm saying? Like, type this stuff in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. It's like the information is waiting for us to use, y'all. And somebody asked me, well, what happens if we all start using this? That shit will never happen, okay? That shit will never happen. Everybody is never going to be on one accord, okay? Yeah, Brother Isaiah. Yeah, folks will never be folks would never, as a whole, we would all not be doing this at the same time. There will always be the uninformed, and there will always be the informed. It's just a matter of what side of the counter you gonna be on. Yeah, definitely. When I first started off, that's all I listened to was Patrick Devine. I was like, damn, nobody's talking about taxes, because nobody can explain that shit. Man, what? Another thing, you gotta clean up your wall. You gotta clean up your wall. Man, meaning not your I know what wall you talking about, but you gotta clean up your what you see coming down your news feed. A lot of people following bullshit. And that's all you see all day, and that shit's taking your attention. You know what I'm saying? Every few minutes you laugh and you know what I'm saying, ha ha he about some shit. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Folks can spend all your time just looking at TikTok videos. At least you on TikTok, go pull up some consumer law. There's some consumer law on TikTok. You gotta start using our phone more smartly. We got smartphones and we're using them dumb. We got the smartphones, we're using them dumb. Man, I got so many files, man. What? My extra room, man, that shit is a pigsty. I got files fucking everywhere. Like shit that I ain't even got to yet. There's so much information and I love that shit. I walk in that room, I just see value. You said I went to get my mail. The guy said you in trouble. Why you get mail from IRS? I would have said, because I ain't no pussy, that's why. The IRS my best friend, pussy. Me and the IRS got an amazing relationship. When I have issues, I go to the IRS. Boy, if they talking about credit leverage, man, delete that shit. They talking about credit score, delete that shit. That shit gonna deviate. And people ask me, well, what if we just get a good credit score to use consumer law? Okay, well, if you got a good credit score, cool. But if you got a low credit score, you trying to build, don't waste your time, okay? Study consumer law, because you can have a 300 fucking credit score and endorse your bill. You know what I'm saying? You have a 300 credit score and endorse your bill. I know people with 850 credit score. I don't know what's the highest credit score. I don't fucking know. Just go ask the person that you know with the highest credit score and ask them how do they pay their bills. Ask them do they know about equity. Ask them do they know about transferring property. Ask them do they know about transferring credits. Because if they don't, I'm here to say they have something to learn. And I'm not saying unfollow them to take money out of their pockets, but it's like that information I try to tell folks. Like once folks start tapping in with consumer law, man, if you're not re-gearing your consumer law for consumer, if you're not re-gearing your credit repair for consumer law, man, it's about to be a lot of people coming for you. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be a lot of people coming for you. And granted, you might have helped a lot of folks get into somewhere. But what about the folks you couldn't help? Ooh-wee, they coming. They coming. Man. Ooh-wee, they coming. Ooh-wee. And like I say, it's some good-hearted people that's teaching consumer law. That's teaching credit repair. Amazing people, y'all. Amazing. They don't know. You feel me? They were just trying to help. And granted, we can't slander them for that. I'm talking about the folks that know consumer law and still decide to talk about fucking credit repair. Now, if you don't know about consumer law, man, I ain't talking about you. You doing what you doing what you think is best. You feel me? How can I knock that? But for y'all that know about consumer law and you trying to blend it in with credit, man, what? I'm gonna tell you why. Because I guess I don't explain my whys. I'm gonna explain you why that's a problem. Because you're still encouraging that person to focus on the score. Do you think Warren Buffett is worried about his fucking score? I tell folks this. Do you think Bill Gates is worried about his score? When Bill Gates wants something, do you think it comes down to his fucking credit score? And some people say, well, he's gonna get approved because he's Bill Gates, he's got money. Like, do you think it? Like, come on, y'all. It don't go down to that. It's not what it's. It don't go down to that. I can't listen to nothing but consumer law. I can't listen to no credit repair because it's like, as soon as they say, well, you can, I can show you how to remove. Man, I just posted you the goddess, the queen that man posted that zeroed out all her student loans. So if you can zero out the student loans and have it paid in full, why would I remove something? Why? Why would I remove it? I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's, I'm not here, look, again, I have close ones that talk about credit repair. Yeah, but it's like once you know better, it's like either you're going to get down or you're going to lay down. And trust me, if you're going to lay down with that credit repair, man, you're going to stay down. I'm trying to tell you, them folks coming. Them folks coming. But hey, man, wait a minute. I just read that credit repair isn't real. And you're going to be left trying to explain how credit repair is real. You're gonna be chasing your tail trying to explain how it is real when they gonna be goddamn drowning your ass in laws and acts and shit. You know what I'm saying? So once, like, there's nowhere ever do it talk about no damn score ever. So if you don't read score anywhere in any act, why are we talking about it? We should lose that S word. You lose the word score. We should just say credit. Why we should not say credit score? Because as soon as we say your credit score, you're instantly lost in the sauce. Scores are not real. You are credit. You know what I'm saying? You are credit. You are credit. 15 USC 1602. All right, go see what Congress say what credit is. Credit is the right granted by the creditor, an extension for consumer credit transactions. You know what I'm saying? The Bill of Exchange Act don't say nothing about no credit score. The person that finds the word credit score in the Bill of Exchange, okay, I will give you all my products for free, every single class I've ever had. I will buy you a plane ticket somewhere. I don't know. You can pick. You feel me? For the person that found the word credit score in the Bill of Exchange Act, I will give you an all-inclusive, goddamn. All-inclusive. All you gotta do is find credit score in the Bill of Exchange Act. They don't say that nowhere. Credit scores are not real. They're only real because we're making them real. It's like the boogeyman. It's like a boogeyman that don't exist. We only make it real because we keep talking about it. Out of sight, out of mind. The minute we stop talking about credit scores and start talking about laws and shit, watch how you start seeing these credit agencies disappear. Watch how you start seeing credit worthiness requirements disappear. Watch how you start seeing down payments disappear. You see Bank of America. You see Bank of America. You see Bank of America. You see what I'm saying? Imagine. Just sit down and think, like, damn, what if... What's gonna happen once we stop talking about credit scores? They know that there's people out here still pushing this shit. Y'all push it. That's why I tell, like, the folks like that and that know that there's consumer law there, they're no different from folks selling fentanyl. You know different because you know it's wrong and you still doing it. You know it's wrong. You still trying to remove shit off people's credit score when you know that all debts are already paid. The reason why you're not translating that shit to them because you're not really sold on consumer law. You still thinking credit leverage is the game because that's how you done got money. And it's hard to tell the person that's been successful in something like, hey, that was the wrong thing. You can get a lot of money and something still be wrong. And we already know folks that's doing wrong and getting money from it. Yeah, so yeah, y'all, that's what it is, y'all. I got 30 seconds left. All right, so make sure y'all looking back at this live again, okay, look at all my lives. Definitely look at this live and the last live, okay? Get your overstanding down packed, okay? Ask better questions, okay? And seek better knowledge, okay? When you ask better questions, you'll seek better knowledge and you'll receive better answers. All right? Peace and love, y'all. Make sure y'all have a peaceful